Okay, so directors and coaches. There are 3 directors in the Football Academy. That's Ken, Bill and myself. If Ken keeps his glasses on his head, you'll be right for the rest of the night.
So will you.
All right? Yeah.
So will you.
Okay. And then, so obviously Ken and Bill are the holding body here, and it's basically been born out of their ideas, okay, and I'm here pretty much to facilitate and make sure these gentlemen stay here in Townsville. So you'll see there the coaches, okay, so Bill and Ken obviously will be leading the coaching team. Then we have Mr. Ryan Murphy. Come down the front, please. Okay, so if you haven't met Ryan before, again, please introduce yourself. He'll be part of the coaching team for outfield players, but also part of the goalkeeping team as well. Okay, then we have Matthew Mitchell. Hopefully you guys all know him. He's been coaching already in the Fury program. And obviously with a last name like that, you presume he is Bill's son. So, all right, and then we've got Jennifer Golson. Jennifer's here as another coach, experienced coach. Also has a really good way with both boys and girls teams, okay? So we brought Jennifer in to crack the whip, basically.
Why did we start it? Obviously the demand in the last few months from the end of the season has been quite high, and our whole program is about trying to educate and give opportunities for players and coaches. We want to take a holistic approach to coaching. We'll cover that in a little while. The technical, tactical, mental and the physical components are distinguishable but not separable. That deals with the holistic approach, and we'll cover that in a sec. Requirements of the different approach to the coaching delivery. The way that we're actually trying to coach nowadays and build on having the players become decision makers is what we're trying to actually develop. It also adds to their technical skill set of the players, but also develops decision makers within the game. And we also want to try to implement, and we've been toying with this idea for the last couple of years, about growing the mindset or a growth mindset in developing the player. So if you've done any studies on it or you've read anything about it, fixed mindset is very closed, believe that they can't get any better, are born with natural talent. If you're a growth mindset player, you actually take an approach where you always want to try to get better. Challenges actually, if you feel that you're not good enough, you can actually challenge yourself to actually grow, and that's where we want to try and take it as a player as well. So just moving on, John. Okay, as Ken said, our culture. John, just flick through the next slide for me. Okay, this is the mindset that we're looking for. Obviously, go full 90s on the side where we want people to be. Embraces challenge, pushes through setbacks, believes her effort makes a difference, uses feedback and criticism as a way to improve. Now, that's probably one of the big ones. There's going to be more talk as we go through the night about feedback. Can you actually take the feedback on board and use it and not be burdened with it? So we actually want players to develop this mindset, to have this character, and this is the culture we want inside the academy. We want people who want to learn and who are positive, who want to go forward. Okay, some more. Fixed mindset, as Ken said. I'm either good or I'm not. When I get frustrated, I pack it in. Don't challenge me, I don't like it. Yeah, this is the mindset we want over here. I can learn. What can I learn with application? I get frustrated at my progress. I persevere. I want to challenge myself and grow. They're the mindsets we want. So this is the player that comes into the academy. We want you to come and learn because our approach is going to be a little bit different. As you hear us talk tonight, our approach is going to be about asking questions and giving you tasks and challenging you to actually become a better player. Ken and I aren't going to give you all the information. we're going to ask you to make decisions for yourself. So it's about decision makers. So the mental side of what we want: composure, confident, committed, character, and a growth mindset. That's the culture we would like inside the academy. These are the characteristics we want from our player. As you see, as we've got a curriculum, part of it is the mental side of it. We can share that with you at a later date, but these are the characteristics, as I said: composed, calm, confident in their own ability, committed to the cause, whether it be one night a week, 3 nights a week, every night of the week. They've got the character and the mindset to grow and develop, not put pressure on themselves that they're failing, that they're willing to learn and they want to push forward. So within their program, and the feedback that's going to come and happen, is we're going to use forms like these for our skill acquisition players. As you see, first touch, 1v1, running at the ball, striking the ball. And down here, right at the bottom, to great time and space, awareness and scanning. This is a little grab from the masterclass by Javi. As you see, he scans to see where the defender is and then moves into space. The objective of him is that he seems to always know where space is. He seems to know where his teammates are, where the opponent is, and actually where he's going to take the ball or pass the ball. So it's those components that we're going to try and develop in the player. These forms are not like a report card. You don't fail. For the young players in here, there's no fail. It's about where you're maintaining your progress and what you need to improve on. So we're trying to maintain what you have, because every young player in this room, whether you be 8 or even 20, every player is a vessel. There's certain attributes inside you that you already have and understand the game. Our job is to maintain what you have and improve and fill it up even more.
Rightio. I'll give that to John if that's all right, Ken. John's from NQ Physio Centre. He's worked with the under-20s at the Holden Cup, was it? Sorry. Yep, Holden Cup size of the Cowboys. This man is well rehearsed in physio, in sporting injuries and sporting management of the injuries. So please welcome John.
So I'm really excited. I like treating this age group. Did the under-20s for 8 years. There's a lot that you can teach when you're developing kids. The role of a physio is probably well known. You have a niggle, you have an injury, you get it diagnosed, you get some treatment and you get some rehab if you need it. But when you come into an elite setup or an elite team, that's literally about a quarter of it. So the physio's job is injury prevention, load management. It just gets huge. So the most exciting part I'm going to bring into this program are those things. There's lots of good research coming out right now, mainly through like EPL clubs and football sides in the Middle East. There's about a dozen exercises that you can do that reduce injuries like you wouldn't believe. There's one new balance exercise that prevents ankle injuries by 34%. There's a hopping and landing exercise that reduces ACL injuries by 66%. But none of this is filtering down to sporting clubs and local teams and even through academies. So that's one thing that I'm really passionate about. I'm going to make sure we've got physios coming to these GF90 sessions just randomly. We can just hijack the warm-up for 15 minutes, go through those, make sure the kids are doing them properly. And also we teach you the importance of doing them when you go away from the academy. So that's just like a little quick load monitoring graph that we might give an athlete. One thing that's really common with injuries is you'll train and then something will happen. And the most common thing that people come to me in the clinic is saying, why did this happen? So what I go is we go back a few weeks and we start sort of tracking down how much running and how much sprinting you did. So up the top there it says overall running and it says HSR, that means high speed running. If you are doing any travel through Escape, please mention Go Full 90. So what happens there is that we actually get points for travel points, okay? Now that'll come into play later on in the Academy's life, but we also actually get physical cash dollars to spend on equipment, facilities, tours,
whatever else comes up in the future, we've got these reward points and reward dollars coming through.
We spoke to Dennis Russell, who's the manager of the Sports Reserve. They're actually going to go through a rejuvenation process of the two fields again at the end of the year. But what Dennis has said to us is we will use field 2, that's the field at the top of the screen, and then the little area over the back we'll use field 3 as well. But if field 2 shut down, we'll actually get to use field 1 to train on. And we've negotiated with them times, Mondays, Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. They were more than accommodating, and we'll advise when the days are to start the academy. If people haven't used the Sports Reserve, dressing rooms are located underneath the grandstand. They're just being rejuvenated, $750,000 worth. The little building in the middle is another set of dressing rooms that we get to use as well. Anything we need, there's portable goals there. The lighting, we've got an app to turn the lights on. Anything we need, Dennis and them are more than accommodating. So, as John said before, it's like playing on a bowling green. It's not like being at Wallaroo with the pass hits you in the shin. So, the Sports Reserve is a great facility. We're very lucky to have it, and very thankful for Dennis and the guys down there for the work they do.
All right, so we're talking to Redline about a quality training kit. Okay, so GF90 is going to team up with Adidas. Okay, and Redline will be providing that equipment. You'll see, to start off with, we're going to have a white jersey with a red stripe. Okay, black with white striped shorts and the black socks. Okay. All right, so we've done a bit of market research. Okay, this is where my sort of help was asked for into working it as a not-for-profit, but also making sure that we're covering costs. We're not going to go away anytime soon. All right, we want to be a sustainable not-for-profit organisation that can keep going. These guys have got a little bit of life left back in them still. All right, so we just want to absolutely keep going with Townsville Football and not just make it a 2-year plan or a 3-year plan. Okay, this is a long-term plan. All right, these are fees that we thought were very fair and reasonable. Okay, and if you break it down, if you do your math, we're looking at $20 to $25 a session in some cases for the one session per week, 10-week term, things like that. If you break it down even further to the 40 weeks and things like that, we're going down to $18 a session and things like that. So, goalkeepers, okay. Obviously, Kenny is a very experienced goalkeeping coach, and I'd say one of the best in the country. So we were definitely interested in offering a goalkeepers package. Okay, so if there's, I can see a fair few goalkeepers in here already, and I hope that you guys realise that the academy is including absolutely everyone, whether you're an outfield player or a goalkeeper. Okay, so yeah, please, if you've got any questions, please, mention them now. Anyone? Come on. Don't be shy.
Is the 40 weeks
Yes. Yeah, so the 40 weeks are the 10-week blocks out of school terms, yeah. So, we understand that this first term that we're doing starts late, so we are actually starting on Tuesday the 17th of October, okay, which will be the first night. Now, we've purely done it on the Tuesday this time so that, one, we don't interrupt any six-a-side competitions, and we won't be interrupting any futsal competitions with our training offerings as well. So
it's open to anybody and everybody. Obviously, there's going to be different levels of ability when they come in. Our philosophy and our idea with the game training, the game decision making, is that it's self-paced learning. So people come in and they learn, and the quicker they learn, the better the decision is, the quicker they get through. So to another level. So what we want to do is we'll work with anybody and everybody, and it's going to be based around their decision making. It's a game awareness, decision-based, self-paced learning environment.